It's now 5:20. Yeah, 5:20 a.m. in the morning. I just left. Yeah, and today we'll be chasing waterfalls. Yeah, 5 waterfalls in Kirinyaga County. Actually, what makes today chase interesting is first of all, it's not a solo one. I'll be going with a group. Yeah? By the TF Fitness Club. Yep, I'll be going as a group, and I think I made a mistake because I have arrived at the meeting earlier than expected, around something like 45 minutes early. So I just have to buy myself time by walking. Yeah, let's say like walking or sitting somewhere till the 45 minutes elapse, and we join them and continue the journey. Okay, so after waiting, finally they have arrived, and now this is us in the vehicle, headed to Kirinyaga County. So we just taken the first break. Yeah, we've taken the first break here to where for guys to use the washroom. But we're already in Kirinyaga, so it's around a few minutes we start waterfall chasing. After the long journey by bus, we are finally a place we have to get off the bus and start walking to the waterfall. So you have made it to the first waterfall, Gatitika Waterfall. Yeah, it's along Diba River. Yeah, let me show you what the waterfall looks like. These are the entire view of the waterfall. Yeah. There's no way I'm going to get out of this place without walking in this water. So I want to walk and climb this stone and check the depth to see if it's possible for me to get to the other rock. Yeah? Let me show you from this rock to this rock. Yeah? That's the one I want to climb. So the final thing before we head to the next waterfall, I am climbing using the roots of this tree to get to the top, so I can get to see the view of the waterfall from the top down. Yep, I think that is the correct term. I want to see it from the top, how it looks and the volume of the water. Yeah. So here is this guy who is descending while I'm climbing, so I have to give him space for him to descend. So one thing about this is I have to be extra careful and watch what I hold and where I step, because it makes the top. And through these using the roots of the tree, of that tree,
and I could not wear my shoes because I had stepped on water, so I have to slowly, while watching my step.
This is now the view of the waterfall from the top. Yeah, what we are seeing was the view of the waterfall from the bottom up, but now this is the view of it from the top.
So that was Gatitika Waterfall. Yeah, Gatitika Waterfall, or you can it's also okay, that Gatitika Waterfalls, that translates to Twin Falls. Yeah, so you can either call it Gatitika Waterfall or Twin Fall. Okay, the water itself, it's coming from Mount Kenya. Yeah, so this is the melting glacier from the mountain. So this is the first waterfall, and we have around 4 remaining. Yeah, we have 4 remaining before we can.
So on our way, we have decided to make a detour. It's not a serious detour, but it's a detour. We want to see one of an iconic place here, which is called God's Bridge. Yeah, locally called Ndaraca Ngai. Yep. So I want to pass through this place and get to see it from the bottom, but I think because of this jam I will try and navigate and access it from the other side. So I will have to turn back and try and check it out from the other side. This is how it looks like on the top where the vehicle pass and all that. It's made up of soil, normal earth. There is no bridge structure.
So now let's descend and try to look at it from the way from bottom up. Yeah. Yeah, this is it. So the entire bridge consists of this rocky structure.
This is the entire rocky structure forming the bridge. Before heading back to the bus and continue with our journey to the second waterfall, as you know, there's something with this water, and I was like, no way, I can get out of this place without walking in this water. So here I am walking in the water. Let's head back to the bus. Yeah, but we must do one more stupid thing before we go to the bus. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. I'm like, let me do one stupid thing before heading back to the bus. So I decided to hang with this branch, testing how strong it is. Mind you, if this branch snaps, I don't know what will happen.
Okay, approaching the second waterfall. It's called Mùrù. Don't know if I've pronounced it well, but I think that's the name. Sorry.
For this one, to access it, there is inside there is dense. Okay, it's not that dense forest. We are at this a steep and a slippery descent that you must pass through to the other side. Yeah, so this is the section. Just look at how these two are struggling. So for this section, you really need shoes with a good grip. Yeah. Oof, look at that one, was almost fallen, but he was saved by the guy. Anyway, just one step at a time. Finally, here is the waterfall, Cabi Waterfall. So you just have to go closer to where it is to have a closer view of it. Yeah, let's go and see how it looks like at a close-up angle or a close-up view. So I have to be very, very careful because of how slippery these rocks are. And the good thing or bad, the good and bad at the same time is I'm walking barefoot. So I have to be extra careful. So this is the waterfall. This is the close-up view of the waterfall. Just look at how majestic it is. To get a better view, I've decided to walk behind the waterfall. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to get to the far end. It all depends.
So that was Mùrù waterfall, and we just have just finished enjoying it, and now we are heading to the third one. Yeah? Okay, and actually something interesting has happened. I don't know if I should call it interesting or concerning or fun, because I just fell and I kind of hurt my, I was cut by a stone, and I'm forced to, I was cast by a stone, and in addition to that, so because of being cut and how wet I am, I've been forced to we are now headed to the third waterfall. Yeah, the third waterfall. And we also, for this, we are going to walk through a forest. But a good thing about this forest, they're not that dense. And for some reason, for this one, they had already made steps. Yeah, they have created steps where we can step on. Next waterfall is Kiangù Falls. Yeah, Kiangù Falls. I don't know if you can hear the sound of the waterfall. Anyway, you're almost there. There's a beehive. Yeah, that's a beehive. Kiangù Falls. For this one, it's not a huge waterfall. We can say it's medium-sized. It's a medium-sized waterfall. Let's try and get a closer look. If it won't be possible to have a better view from this place, I have to try and find if the top is accessible, if I can access the top and get the view. Looks like I will have to look for the top. So right now I'm trying to see if there's a way I can get at the top of the waterfall, and I have to be cautious because of the bees. Yeah, there are plenty of beehives in this place. There's a little bit of hope though. Yeah, I think we might get to see the waterfall from up top. Yep, there it is. Here is the majestic waterfall. Now the fourth waterfall.
Umeelewa? Unaenda chini kabisa, unakanyanga chini. Unainama kabisa, unaingia hivyo. Inama hivi kabisa. Uenda hivyo sasa. Ushike mawe. Hiyo niko na evidence.
So we just finished the third waterfall. I mistakenly said that it was the fourth, but that's not the case. There are two waterfalls in this area, but because the second one is minor, it has a less volume of water. It is considered as one with the other one that we saw first. So that has been 3 waterfalls, and now we're headed to the next one. Ooh. Definitely the journey, man, and an interesting one. The thing I'm enjoying most is the fact that I'm walking barefoot. Yeah. Ooh. Man, there's no feeling like this one. We're headed to the fourth waterfall, Kang'ang'a Falls. Almost approaching the fourth waterfall, which is Kang'ang'a Falls. Yeah. We are walking through different plantations. The first one was a tea plantation, then napier grass, and now it's maize. Ooh. Nonetheless,
Finally, we got the view of the fourth waterfall, Kang'ang'a Falls.
Man, the water is so cold. What? Yeah, finally made it to the last waterfall. Yeah, Kìringa Falls. Man, it has been a journey. Huh? I left the house at 5:20 in the morning. And now it's 6:20 already. But it has been a great journey. Huh?
Finally, the view of Kìringa Falls. And because of these thick vegetation, I had to try and find a way to get into this water and go and get a closer view of the waterfall. Because man, no way I could just stand like I don't know 200 meters from the waterfall, because okay, it's risky and tricky to get into the water and walk from that place to the closest to the waterfall. But I have to do that one because, well, because I'm near. Yeah, and this is the view.
Kìringa Falls.
This is a closer view of the waterfall.
Finally, Kìringa Falls, yeah? The final waterfall. The last waterfall of the 5 waterfalls that we were chasing. Now it's I want to take up and find my way back. Let's go. Yeah, man, that has been it. The 5 waterfall chase. Yeah. Now we call that episode 3. Yeah, episode 3 of the waterfall chase. And man, thank you for watching, and see you on the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on the next one. Peace.